Okay, good morning. So in the last session, we have seen that hexagonal meshing, hex mesh by using solid map. Okay. So today also we are going to learn that how to use different options from 3D panel for carry out the hex mesh. So what I will do, I will just open one of the geometry here, that is arm bracket. So you can check out here, the figure is like this. So it is in wireframe mode. So I would like to convert it into some surface mode. This is what the arm bracket, and we have to do the meshing over there by using 3D element, right? Because all three dimensions are comparable here. Getting? Now, what I will do here first, you just check out the model here, that 4 components are there with the separated by different colors. One is a base, you can see here base. The second one arm bracket, arm curve, then arm straight, and this one is a boss. Okay, so this is what the arm bracket, and there are 4 components, and that we have to mesh it. Okay, so what we can do, 1 minute. Okay, now what we can do here, that first we'll start with base, and then slowly we will move to the other parts. So whatever you are going to do the meshing, that should be make current, means that should be dark. Okay, so base, whenever you do the meshing on the base, that base should be dark. Whenever you do meshing on the arm curve, that should be dark. That you have to make sure. Okay, otherwise if it is this base, so all the meshing will be stored in the base only. It should not be like that. Okay, that should not be do. We do not supposed to do like that. So we have to save all the meshing in respective component. Okay, now I will off this part, this one, and this one. Okay, and I will only concentrate on this part. So if you observe this one, so this is the region where that arm curve is going to fit. Getting? And you can check out whether this geometry is hollow or solid. So you can check out by considering mask button. Here it is surface. You can select this one and mask it. So I think it is a completely hollow part. Okay, so unmask all. So we can prepare a 2D meshing on the front surface, and then we can give the what we can say, that we can convert to the 3D meshing, right? So first of all, go to the this 2D page, then go to Automesh panel, and here you can select this one, this part, mesh it. So I will keep as 4, 7, 10, 8, and 3, and then return. And one more thing is that you can select this surface. So I am doing here only surface mesh. Okay, 2D meshing, and that I'm going to give the convert that same pattern to the 3D mesh. Okay, so that quad will be converted into hex and tria will be converted into penta. Okay, so here what I will do, I will mesh it here. So if you observe here, there are two trias and that we can convert to quads. How? We have to go to the mesh style and select here quads only, set to all and mesh. So all the elements will be converted to quads. Some pattern will be disturbed, but no issue. We require quads here only, so that here it is completed. Getting? Now go to the return. Okay, so this is what the surface we have meshed right now, and now we have to convert to 3D elements here. So go to this one and go to the 3D page. Okay, go to the 3D page. So in the 3D page, what we have to do, we have to check the different options. Linear drag, not required. Solid, linear solid, no. Then solid map, no. Required. Element offset. Okay, so you can select the element offset here. Element offset. Okay, offset. We are going to offset these elements in a downward direction. In a downward direction, right? Same elements, but it is in. It should be in 3D form. Getting? So here first you need to select the elements, surface elements here. So I will select the one element here and click on the click by face. So all the elements on that particular face will be selected. Getting? Now you have to define the other parameters here. How many number of layers required? I will keep here 5. You have to put 5 here. I have just practiced before the practical. That's why all the data is stored here. Getting? So the previous data will be stored. So you have, if you want to change, you can change it. Okay. So total thickness, you can measure the total thickness here from geometry and distance, and you can select the nodes, first node and second node. $150 is there, and from here to here, why it is not picking up? Wrongly picked. Okay, I'll try once again. From this to this. Two points I will check out. From this to this. Okay, so these are the points. These are not nodes. That's why it is not taking. So 2 points and the distance is 25, means the thickness is 25. Okay, so we have to put that thickness to this one while drawing it, while doing this one. Here. So one thing you can do it, if you have software in front of you, then you just see the options from that. Getting? So that would be better. And if you are attending through mobile, just open the software in front of you and just whatever I'm doing the processes here, that options you just open. Do not do anything. Only just check out the options. So that will remain that will remain in your memory, and then afterwards you can practice it. Okay. Now next part is 3D page here element offset. So select the element, one of the element here you need to select, then biface, all the elements will be selected. Here you have to put 5 number of layers, 5 lines means 5 number of layers. Then initial offset not required. Total thickness is 25 mm. So we need to check out whether it is a positive offset or negative offset. So this direction we required, y direction, getting in downward direction. So it should be positive offset. If it is in upward direction, then if I do like that, then it would be negative offset. So I will check out positive offset. Getting, so that elements are generated here, and you can check out whether that elements are 3D or only 2D elements are there. So if I select this one, so this is a 3D element, right? And this one is a 2D element. If I mask it, so you will get that one. Okay. Or even though if I select like this, some of the elements, and if I mask it, so you can observe here the brick-like structures elements are generated in the hollow geometry. Are you getting this one? Unmask all and return. Now I have to go for the next part, that is what? The arm curve. Okay, so arm curve, if I on it, then you will get that one here. But before that, here that curve is arm curve is there, and if you observe that having some curvature part, so here spin option we have to use. Spin option for means we can spin the elements along the geometry, this. Okay, so spin option, for that we require this only 2D elements for spinning. This much, this whatever the part is there or base contact part is there, that element we have to convert from 2D to 3D by spinning. Okay, so what I will do, before that this other element should be masked, otherwise that same will be spin. So I will use the mask option here, element element by configuration. We have to off the 3D mesh and just keep on 2D mesh. Okay, so by configuration, and here hex 8 element need to select, because these are the hexagonal hexa mesh here, hexa elements are there, and that we have to what we can say, that mask it. Okay, so select entity, so that whatever the 3D elements are there, that hex elements are selected, and we have to. Okay, so these are the mask, and only surface elements means 2D elements, initial elements are there. Mask means just we are hiding that elements, otherwise these are there. If you do unmask all, that will be saved over there. Okay, I will go to the return and I will make this make current, because we have to store these elements into this one. Getting my point? Now for spinning we required, if you go for the spin, here center is required, center of this particular curve. So for that we require to go to geometry, then distances, and we require to select 3 points. Okay, 3 points, and we have to take the center. Any curve from this, click on that. Okay, point 1, sorry, we don't require point, we require nodes. So go to the distance, 3 nodes. Okay, select again this one of the line, so keep pressing on that particular line, so then it will be selected. If you just single, if you just make a single click over there, that will not select. You have to press that mouse button continuously, then it will be selected. Now on the same line, node 1, node 2, node 3, three nodes need to be highlighted. So first here, second one here on the same line, and third one somewhere here. Anywhere you can select and press the center circle. Press the center circle. So one center node will be generated for this particular circle. Okay, that curve center will be generated for that curve as like a 2 nodes. When we go for the 3 nodes, if there is a or 2 nodes, then we can take the node between. Similarly, if you go for 3 nodes, you will get the center node in between that. Okay, in between that. Now what I will do, I will go back and I have to go to now go to the 3 and spin one. Okay, so where is the spin? So that here, if you observe, all the options are available on the 3D page. So you can take the spin option here. Okay, now you have to select the 3D elements, 2D elements here. We have to spin the elements, not spin geometry. Here 2 options are there: spin geometry, spin element. So we require to spin the elements. Okay, then we have to select the elements. So elements are required to select from this region only, this L shape. Okay, so step by step you can select that elements. Otherwise there is option, you can drag this like this. So shift button and drag mouse button, properly select the element, or you can select the one by one also. Getting? So L shape is need to select. Getting? So these elements are selected over there. After that, if you observe in which axis is passing through that curve, can you tell me? Tell, if I keep like this, which axis is passing through this curve? Which axis is passing through this curve? Means along which axis that curve is rotating?
Y-axis.
Y-axis, Z-axis, or X-axis? Yes.
Y-axis, sir.
Y-axis. Look at here. Suppose if it is a Y-axis, it should be in the top view mode. The axis should be
X-axis.
X-axis, right? Axis should pass through that center point. Okay, that you can remember. So along X-axis it is rotating. Along X-axis it is rotating. Okay, if it is a this type, then it is along Z-axis. This is along Y-axis, and this is along rotating along X-axis. So that axis need to select here. So here axis need to select as a X-axis. Okay, point means center point of that curve. Okay, that 2 things you supposed to select. One is axis, and B point means the curve center point, and then element to current component you can keep as it is, or there is another option, original component not required. Element to current component. Current component means this one. Okay, now angle of rotation, of course it is a 90 degree. From here to here it's 90 degree. Let us take a 90 degree here. And number on spin, how many elements we require, that we have to define here. I have defined here 24. You can define 25, 26, 22, whatever you feel better. Okay, so it depends upon the 24 layers will be generated here. Okay, So however, that last time we have seen that the 5 layers are generated here. Same way here 24 layers are generated. So spin, whether it should be in positive spin or negative spin, we need to check. So if it is positive, it would be in a downward direction. We require in upward direction. So that's why it required to take a look at here. The spin is there, but it is in downward direction. We require in upward direction. So I will reject. I will click on the negative spin. Okay, spin minus. If you go return, that will we cannot change. So before going to return, reject it and then click on the negative spin. So once you click on the negative spin, that mesh will be generated properly, elements will be generated properly here, and then go for the return. So if you observe this one, then finally what I will do, I will unmask the elements, whatever elements we have masked. So unmask all, return. So all the elements will be there. So you can observe here. Getting? So you can check out how the elements are there. So go to the mask button, select the elements like this, and mask it. So elements are in a 3D form. Or you can take this like this. Getting? So this is how we can use the spin option to rotate the element in along this geometry, unmask all. Okay. Now next part is straight. You can see this one is a tapered part. Okay. So taper part is there, and for that we have to use the option from 3D meshing, linear solid. Yeah, you can use linear solid here. Linear solid. Here we require to move the elements along the length, right? So here from element to element, we required from element to element, and we have to give the pattern, alignment pattern here. Then density you can give here. Okay. Elements are required. We have to drag the elements from here to here. So from elements are there, but two elements are not there. That we have to mesh by 2D meshing, this part. Okay. But before that, these elements are 3D elements, right? We have to convert it to some of the surface elements we required. So that we required to convert. So how we can convert it, I'll show you. So I will just click on this wireframe and go to the tools and faces. Okay. Keep the tolerance value 0.1 and select the component here. You have to select the component. So this component is selected and find faces. So once you go for the find faces, that elements are like a 2D elements. Okay. On the surface there would be 2D elements, and look at here. This faces one more component is generated here, and that are the 2D elements. So if I go to this one and if I click on the element, so this surface element will be selected. You can check out. But if I opt and if I go for the element, this will be 3D element will be selected. Are you getting difference between that? Faces means if I click on the face, that only face means 2D elements will be selected on the surface. But if I opt this, okay, this 3D element will be selected. That is the difference. So we require 2D elements on this surface. That's why faces need to be on here. Okay. Now what I will do, I will go to the 2D meshing again. 2D and auto mesh. I require to mesh this part, this surface. Okay. So chords only, keep chords only, and I will check this one. Okay, select this one and mesh. Okay, but the pattern of this and this, look at here, this L and this L should be same pattern. Pattern means what? 1, 2, 3, 4 elements along height. Okay, so I will take this 4, 4, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 elements along the length. Here are 7, so I will 3 are here, so I will make this 3 here, here, 3 here, and mesh. So look at here whether it is correct or not. Now pattern means the same pattern should be there, element pattern. So or density 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so along these 8 elements are there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this 8, this middle one 3, and this one is 4. So same pattern I have generated here. So I will go to this written part now. Okay, so same elements will be dragged along the taper direction, this tapered direction. Okay, so I will go to the now 3D page, then linear solid. You have to go to the linear solid. Then from elements you need to select from here. So one element need to select and select the biface. So all the elements on this face will be selected. Then go to the 2 element means this part. Select one element and click on the biface. Okay, biface. And then what you have to do? You have to go to the alignment. Alignment. Alignment means what? From alignment means you have to select any one of the element, 3 nodes from any one of the element. Okay. So I will select this element from here, this element. If you select this element, then from here it should be this element. Okay. Or maybe select, if you select this element, then from this side, this element should need to select, last element need to select. So what I will do, I will select this element and I will click on the 3 nodes of that element. Okay, and same 3 nodes from 2 element, 1, 2, and 3, and these are represented by color, green to green, blue to blue, red to red. Okay, so that you have to give here. After that you have to put the density of the element, means how many layers we require. So I have put here, I can put here 12. You may increase or decrease, no matter. Then bias intensity is not required to give here. Keep linear here and go for the solid. So if you observe that automatically that elements are generated here. You're getting my point? Okay. If I off this, then you will get it here. Even if I off this part, you will get like that. Okay. So up to this one we could mesh here. Now next last part is a boss part. You can check out how the elements are created here. Getting point? So that you can observe over there. Now last part is the boss one that we have to mesh. Getting? Now, any doubt? Shreyas, Udesh, is there any doubt?
सर
Huh.
सर आपण मग एवढा प्रत्येक पर्सनल एलिमेंट का आपण मेश करत असतो डायरेक्ट टोटल बॉडी का मेश करत नाही म्हणजे टोटल ऑब्जेक्ट
That also you can do, but if you go with this kind of meshing, then pattern will remain smooth and that mesh will generated properly. You can check out by doing meshing with this method, and you can do the another method also. Okay, whatever you have learned, and check out whether how the mesh will be generated. Okay.
Yes.
Hex mesh, for hex mesh we are doing that one. We can use the random penta hexam, then mixed mesh will be generated over there. Okay, but hex mesh you will get a proper result for such kind of geometries. Okay, so that's why it is required to do the meshing like this, and we are learning some of the options. Okay, as the geometry is going to change, the option need to be required to change. Okay, getting point? And this is
Yes,
not
sir.
a volume, na. These are the hollow kind of geometry. If it is a volume, means if there is a solid geometry, then we can go by one solid, multi-solid. Yesterday we have seen, na, that kind of geometry. If it is there solid, but already we have seen that the geometry is hollow kind of geometry. So we require to create the volume inside that. That's why this mesh is this kind of options are required to use. Okay, now I will go to the return, mask, unmask all. Sorry. Now last part is there, boss. That, sorry, return. Okay. So this boss we have to use the for meshing this. Okay, so here I'll check the boss. So if you observe this one, boss is hollow here. You can check out. So here you need to select the surface and mask this one. So the hollow part is there. Okay, so you can hollow part, or we can do it here. So unmask all. So hollow part, first we need to mesh the surface, and then we have to drag in along the height. Okay, so first I will go to the 2D page and try to keep the same pattern. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 elements are there, and this side 4 elements are there. That's why it is splitted like this. Okay, so split it properly, and then try to keep the density of the meshing similar to previous part. So that will remain the connectivity between the elements. Okay, so 2D auto mesh, then here, 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 and here mesh. So I will keep this 4 part here. Okay, 4, 4 here. Then here I need to change 4, 2, so 2, 2, 2. I will check out how it is getting. So still it is not getting properly. So I will make it 4. and here 5. I will make 5. 5, 5, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, and in between that 3. Okay. If you want, you can add one more also here. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4 mesh. So that will become some dense mesh, and then go to the return. Getting? So this is how the surface is meshed only. If you observe this one, only surface is meshed. Okay. So I will use this one, and again I will select this and mesh. So how many count we have done in this one? 5 plus 4, 4, 4. Okay, 16. I will make the 16 here. 16. Same half circle, 16 elements are there. That's why I will make 16 here. Here also 16. Mesh. Okay, 4, 4. If I make the 17, what happened? I will check out. Yes. I think 17 we have made, no? 5 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. Okay, 17 I will keep, and then return. Okay. We properly meshed surface. I'll off this one, boss. You can see the current. So all the elements will be generated over there. Now, next part is what? Yes. Of this one. Make it here. Okay. So I have to select the drag the elements along the this direction. For that option is there. Geometry, not geometry, 3D, solid map. Generally, that you can use the source geometry, and using this one, you can drag the along the data from here. Okay, what data we required? We require to project the to keep the connectivity of the nodes. We require to project this node to here. Okay, so you have to go to the tool option and select the project. Node is there. Node tool line. Okay. Project that node to tools, then project to line. This you need to duplicate that node, make duplicate, and here we need to give project. Okay. Not minute to surface. Okay, surface you can select, and this node to surface. So you have to give the surface, and this surface you can select. Sorry. Okay, and that surface you can select. 1 minute. Okay, this side I will project, so that will be better. Go to the return, then surface, because we can select surface directly here, na? So tool, project, then I have to select the node from this to surface, project, and I will off. We have to make the node a duplication, huh? Duplicate, otherwise that will be transferred directly. Duplicate and then project. Okay, so that will be projected here. Then here the node same will be projected in our surface. How we can go for this one? Tools, project, then select the to surface node. Here need to select the surface, this one, make the node duplication and then project it. If you do not go for duplication, that will be transferred directly here. Okay, that do remember. Okay, now what I will do, I will go to this one, 3D solid map, general. Here source geometry you have to put the none, source geometry none. Okay, then surface destination geometry. Okay, you can consider geometry destination, this one. Okay, then line, you have to select the line. So along this line you have to select. Node path you have to give. Okay, node path you have to give. Node path. Okay, node path, while giving the node path you have to select from this to this, then this. So all the nodes need to select. Okay, and then how many element size? You can keep the 10, and we will check whether it is doing that or not. Mesh source element not found. Okay, so elements also we require to give elements. So one element need to select and select the bypath on face. Okay, and then go for the mesh. Select element not found. Okay, why it is not getting, that need to check out. Once again I'm checking here. Okay, so what I will do, I will try it again by same one. Go to the 3D solid map. Okay, general, source destination geometry, surface. I can select this one, surface destination element. If you could, yes, surface we can select. Okay, destination surface, if I select this one, no problem. And destination surface, this is selected. Okay, then elements, source elements, this one by face, sorry, written element by face, line I can select this one, along line. Node path we can give from this to this, this one, this one, this one, this one. So all the node need to give as a node path, and then mesh. Source element not found. 1 minute. Okay, I will check into the steps so that it will be clear properly. I have a PDF file with me so that you can easily get that one. So I can share this PDF file with you also. So all the steps are mentioned over there. Okay, so that was, we have generated this one, we have done this one. Yes, select the node, this node, and we need to transfer it to this side. Okay, drag to this one, select the line, this one, select these nodes ordered from bottom to top. Bottom to top you need to select this one, and then yeah, it is correct. For element to drag, select element by collector. Okay. We are selecting elements instead of element. Here you need to select the elements. Okay, so I will check out again this one, element and by face. Okay, then after that you have to give only line and node path. Line, you can select the line, and node path you have given, then select this one. Okay, destination face, destination surface, we have to give this surface. Side face missing, corresponding start face loop. Something is missing here. Destination surface given, element given, surface is given, then element, line is given, and node path is given. We can give the line this also. Node path is given. Mesh. Missing corresponding start face loop. Sometimes the problems may occur like this, that we have to resolve. So I will reject it and I will use again. Even I will transfer, I can transfer this. I will start this process again. What I will do, I will delete the elements here. Boss elements. I will select this one, elements, select this one, go to the by face and delete element. Okay, and then again I will start the same process, and then I will check out. I will remove the nodes also, this part. temp node I will delete, geometry, temp node, this one, clear. This is not node. Okay, so I will go to the return again. I'll start with this. Okay, so go to the 2D auto mesh, select this one, and then mesh. Okay, here 4, here 4. Okay, 4, here should be 4. 3, 4, 5. Not 5. Yes, this one 5, this one 4, this one 4, this one 4. Okay, and then mesh. Want you can keep 3, or maybe you can use the 4 also. Okay, now same way I'll return, and this side also I will mesh it. So I will make it 16 here. 16 mesh. Now go to the return. Now I have to go to this, need to project it from this side. Okay, so just project that node tools, project or reflect, not reflect, project. Okay, so project, one more translate is also there, not okay, project. So go to the project, select the node here, then make it duplicate. Online, if I select, and if I select this line and project, so online I have selected now, and I will check out in X direction. In X direction, online I have projected, then return. Then next, I have to go to this one, 3D solid map, general, here none, here's destination geometry surface. You have to select the surface here, this surface. Okay, elements, you have to select this element and select the biface. Okay, then line, you can give this line along this line. Then node path you have to mention. Finally this one, you just check out. Okay, then mesh. Destination face not found म्हणते. Okay, okay, 1 minute. Destination surface mesh. Okay, so the destination surface was not found that time, that's why it is not getting properly. So first select the element, select this one, and then select the destination surface. Getting? So that will be meshed properly. Now look at here, this is meshed properly, and you can observe here the total elements on the same surface. So it is in solid map, all the, no issue. If you make the boss current of it, then it will be properly selected, right? So this is how we can prepare the 3D meshing, hex 3D meshing X penta meshing by using these different options. So can you list out what are the different options we have used for this particular meshing? So you can use chat box and put your answer. The options are also displayed on the screen, or maybe you can use your software to find out the different options. So quickly you put the different options here. So what I will do, I will share this file, this PDF file, along with this component. So you can take the help of this PDF file to generate the machine. Okay, and one more session is there today. So we will learn how to go for the other kind of meshing for this, means penta meshing for next session. Getting? So meanwhile, you just put the answers in the chat box. Spin, element offset, yes, good. Layer, good. Solid map. Y-axis is not option, Pranjali. Axis we just selected. Okay, tool, it is not tool. Okay, the meanwhile I will take the attendance. You just put there. Today is 26, no? Okay. Nikhil is there? Nikhil? Nikhil? निखिल कबाडे आहे ना? Yes. निखिल? अभिजीत?
Present, sir.
कौस्तुभ?
Present, sir.
कौस्तुभ?
Present, sir.
ऋतुजा?
प्रेझेंट सर.
उदेश आहे, श्रेयस आहे, ऋषिकेश आहे, जाई आहे, श्रीजित?
प्रेजेंट सर.
राकेश?
प्रेजेंट सर.
नहीं है. पवन?
Yes, sir.
अंजली आहे, प्रशांत?
येस सर.
आदित्य आहे, आदित्य आहे ना?
Yes, sir. Present.
शुभम? शुभम आहे का? महादेव?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How many students are there? 15 are there, but Shubham is there or not? Aditya Mane not giving. Sorry, Kabade Nikhil आहे का? Okay, 2 are absent, 3 are absent. निखिल आहे पण तुझा आन्सर मिळत नाही मला. तो Nikhil, if you are present there, just put in the chat room if you are unable to unmute yourself.